About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, he's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 52 yards.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's another carry for Harris. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured out to the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Damian Harris, 69 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point splits the uprights. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body, because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback, because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try and run for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That will wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he's into the end zone for the Tampa Bay touchdown. Damian Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They'll try and run for it. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. It's Williams on the catch.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This one fielded at the 5.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, Jones.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Probably the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say at this one. He's their main guy.
And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Throwing on 1st down. Friedman, he finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
128 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now a first down carry for Harris. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the one.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from the one. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the one. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed him back and set up third down.
They'll try to run with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces fourth and goal.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Damian Harris saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An inside give to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A tackle made by J.T. Woods.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Jameson Williams
From 13 yards out.
And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now, their friend, as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 155 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Harris. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Damian Harris, a 23-yard run. And the Bucs are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's caught by Tolbert. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Rodgers. Able to find Jones, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Green Bay passing game certainly in sync. Another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. Oh, I think the Packers got it. Yep, Green Bay football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here closing stages. Extra point splits the uprights, and it would appear barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up